What's up, Fish? Looks like you having a tough time of it.
I'm all right.
Well, I'm just curious. Why don't you hang out with the rest of the ex-guards that are locked up here? Oh, yeah. There ain't it. It's just you. Hey, hold up. Now, I got what's called a mutual beneficial arrangement in my mind. Now, look out after. Make sure nobody get up in your mix. And all you got to do is bring me your dessert up to the next meal.
Clearly, as a former prison guard, Brad wasn't about to back down and compromise with the inmate kingpin, Banks. But the next second,
Bring me my treats, else this goes next level. Do you understand?
to serve his time in peace, Brad ended up agreeing to Banks' request. Then, during lunch, he deliberately wrapped the dessert in a clean napkin, making sure Banks would see it as a sign of good faith. What he didn't know, though, was that this was only the beginning of his nightmare.
It's one brownie. 5 of my boys. They ain't gotta stand here with their stomachs growling while I savor this delicious treat. Are you trying to make me look like an ass?
You said the deal was I was supposed to bring you one dessert.
Well, I'm fickle, bitch. Now it's 5 desserts every meal. If you can't come up with that, there are other ways to making me happy.
Once he realized Banks had played him for a fool, Brad finally snapped. The moment Banks turned his back, Brad pulled a weapon from his pants and lunged at him. Back in his cell, his cellmate tore into him for being way too reckless, but Brad didn't think he'd done anything wrong. In fact, he was still patting himself on the back for taking Banks down. His gloating didn't last long, though. A correctional officer showed up with crushing news.
The guy you schlocked, Banks, he's got connections with the guards working nights. Word is, Banks is gonna have you pulled out of your cell tonight.
Seeing that everything was about to come crashing down on him, Brad frantically begged his old friend, now a guard, to help him out. But the guard told him he'd made way too many enemies, and there was nothing he could do.
One's gone home, bitch. Mice are going to play.
Facing Banks' relentless provocations, Brad rushed to his cellmate for backup.
If anything jumps off, you get my back, I won't forget it.
Why don't you just forget it right now?
When his cellmate refused to get involved, Brad tried to bluff his way out, putting on a tough front. But the guy was the top dog in this prison, and he wasn't buying any of it. Right after that, the night shift guard quietly unlocked Brad's cell door.
Start playing.
How we doing?
It could be better.
I got your paperwork here for your transfer back to Jim Cobb.
Already?
Man, move him out, you know the policy.
The moment Brad heard he was being transferred, pure dread washed over him. He knew exactly what kind of monsters were waiting there. Worse than Banks, desperate to survive. He made up his mind to confess to the nurse he'd always despised, hoping she could shield him from the hell that was coming.
Just let me stay here tonight. I know you can do that. And when you go home, just leave that door open for me.